time for this week's Friday Funnies. And, well, summer is here, and it brings with it news that after 40 years together, Al and Tipper Gore are splitting up. Aww. And that's a real shocker. I mean, I can't believe that the Gores are breaking up and the Clintons are still together. What are the Las Vegas odds on that daily double? Anyhow, the Gores have said it's a mutual breakup, which I guess is a lot like a fair fight, although Al has been linked to Snooki from Jersey Shore, and Tipper has been spotted out on the town with Jesse James. On top of that, Nancy Pelosi has come out this week and has laid the blame for the BP oil spill on George W. Bush. I don't know how she did it, but that's who she blamed this week. And President Obama has told the city of Chicago to clean up the Chicago River to the point where people can swim in it. Well, my response to both of these people, number one, Nancy Pelosi has no room to talk. She is responsible for Hurricane Katrina and the Iceland volcano. And as far as the president is concerned, sir, in case you haven't noticed, there's a much larger body of water a little bit south of here where not only can people not swim, even the fish can't swim in it anymore. So just, that may need your attention more urgently. And as a little tip, if you were to plug the hole with Nancy Pelosi, perhaps we'd all be a little better off. That said, here's this week's news. First story takes us over to Vienna, Austria, a place famous for those Vienna sausages that we love so much. Anyhow, a woman over there was walking through a public park, found a sealed cardboard box, picked it up and shook it, and the box started to hiss at her. At this point, she noticed a note written on the outside of the box that said, "I am no longer venomous." So not to take a chance, she took the box to the authorities. They opened it up and inside found a poisonous Asian cobra. Now, the authorities apparently didn't trust that note on the box either, and they took the animal to a rescue shelter. And one of the officials said, "Hey, even if the snake did write the note on the box, how do we know he wasn't lying? We just can't take any chances." All right, next story. For years, the orange jumpsuit has been the height of prison fashion. You know, it replaced the basic black and white stripes, I think, back in about 1954, and it's recognized around the country as the sign of incarceration. But in Norman, Oklahoma, they don't think the orange jumpsuit makes their prisoners stand out enough. You see, in Norman, one of the colors of the Norman High School is orange, and they say their prison jumpsuits look a little bit too much like hospital scrubs, so that if a prisoner did want to escape, it would be easier for him to blend into the background wearing one of these orange jumpsuits. They just think he's apparently a high school student who works part-time at the hospital. Anyhow, they have gotten rid of the orange jumpsuits. They have replaced them instead with hot pink shirts and yellow and white striped pants. So now if the prisoners escape, the only place they'll be able to blend in is the golf course. And finally, let's go to Omaha, Nebraska. Kia Carroll lives down in Omaha, Nebraska, and she opened up a business. It's a cleaning business called Odds and Ends Janitorial and More. And it seems that she may be in trouble with the police because the more in Odds and Ends Janitorial and More is the fact that Kia will clean your house while she's naked. That's right, for $125, she will clean your house in the nude. And for $175, you get both the nude cleaning and with satisfaction. Whatever that means. Wink, wink. All right, and now in Oklahoma, they say that any performance in the nude is illegal. So even though she may be holding a feather duster, the authorities don't think she's really dusting with it. And to her defense, Kia said, "I am not a prostitute. I am just an entertainer who likes to have a little fun while I clean the house." And some of her specialties you may want to ask for are the Mop and Glow, the Full Pledge Polish and Buff, and the ever-popular Spank Me with a Swiffer. Hey, that's all I have for you this week. Have a wonderful weekend. Get out and enjoy the weather, and I will see you next week.